Hey everybody, this is George with HBOT Revolution, and if you're watching this video, it's because you probably requested our ad campaign for hyperbaric oxygen therapy and red light for ED, erectile dysfunction. These gentlemen that are coming in, they've either tried stuff in the past or they want to go more of a natural way. So hyperbaric and red light is as natural as you could get it, right? So, and these are protocols that, they cost several thousands of dollars for when, we get these gentlemen that come in that want to take care of this problem. Either they've tried pills, they don't want to try pills, or maybe they don't want any injections and they just want something more natural. So I'm going to show you also one of our offices that's just like crushing it with this campaign and a bunch of other campaigns. So, this is one of our offices here, and then you'll see they have 3 campaigns running. So these are each $25 each for these campaigns, and then these are the results that they've gotten this month. So May 1st, 2024 through May 14th, 2024. So 41 leads. This is for the ED and red light for $8.39. They're also doing hyperbaric and red light for general, and they're also doing one for cryo. So if you're a cryo place, you have cryo in there and you have hyperbaric, or maybe you don't have hyperbaric, probably a good time to get one right now. So also, if you're watching this, you might have bought a hyperbaric chamber for me as well, or you're getting my emails, or you downloaded one of our guides to help you, create a community awareness for your office. So anyway, back to the results here. These are the results that they're getting just the past 14 months. Now, what we have down here where these ads are turned off, these 3, that's because this office got so busy. They had to up their prices. They just bought their second chamber last week. The maximum results. This is going to show you all the ads that they have. Here's all the results here. This is before we up the price. So you'll see that we had really inexpensive leads. Okay. So $6, $7, $8, and when we upped the price, the leads went up a little bit, but that's still very low. Usually you're getting $25, $30 leads. Now, leads, lead quality, all that stuff, we have a complete back end in our system that will help generate better and better leads over time, because these numbers don't mean anything if people aren't coming in and you don't have any protocols in place, you don't have systems in place to help your community, because these are people that want to get better holistically. They've tried the old way, but this is the better way, and you're here to help them. So let's create an ad, okay? Let's literally create an ad on Facebook and Instagram for hyperbaric oxygen therapy and red light for erectile dysfunction. Now, we have this ad running all over the country in a ton of different offices, and it's working well in all of them. We have another 8 or 9 campaigns that we're running as well. But this one here, I'm going to give you guys for free, absolutely free. The copy, the text, the placements, the demographics, all of that stuff I'm going to give to you. So let's start by creating a Facebook ad. What you do is you want to start with your headline here. So we're creating the ad from scratch. So here's the headline. I always start with the headline, even though it's below this. Let's go to the complete copy, primary text, and you can add more text if you want, different variations of that. This one here I'm giving you, this is the one that's working really well. This ad is already approved from Facebook all over the country. So we're running that when somebody wants to start with this. This is $98, but you could put your price on here. All right, so let's spell your price. So whatever you want to do, $49, $89, $69, doesn't even matter. That's not where you're making the bulk of your money, and that's not where you're helping your community. The way you do it is when they come in, you have your protocols, you have your systems in place. We have a ton of protocols that we've created for our offices. We have 3 wellness centers under the brand HBOT Planet, HBOTplanet.com. So we have a ton of protocols that we're using, and then just fill out the rest. Your price range here, your office name again, and then your city. Now, okay, so let's go back here. So starting from the top, so this is as if you were this is the old way of doing it. You have to go in here, create a campaign, do all of this stuff to get Facebook running your ads. And there's a lot of little things that if you mess it up, you can mess up your ads. If you've ever tried to run ads on your own, You might have experienced that. So what we're going to do, what is our goal? What is the goal for this campaign? It's conversions. There's our website. I mean, that's our pixel there. And what do we want? We want leads. I'm going to save that. Okay, targeting. Who do we want to target? Do not put anything here. Never put anything here. Facebook already knows everybody. They know everything about us. You know, it's weird, but they do. All men and women. A lot of people say, well, why don't we just target males because they're the ones that have the problem? Well, I guarantee you, their significant other, if they have that problem and they see this ad, honey, let's go to this office because that might help with your situation. So that's what we do, male and female. So we just do all age range 35 to 60. That's what where we're getting the best results. So you could kind of play with that, but I would just kind of stick with these numbers. And then depending on where you're at, so I just typed in Los Angeles, 5 mile area. You know, you could type in, you know, you would type in your address here, and then you would hit a mile radius. Now, if you're in a smaller town, more rural, you might have to go out further. You might have to add a couple of towns, you know, neighboring towns to you. That's what we do here. That's for the address. Obviously, for Los Angeles, we could only do 5 miles. Otherwise, there'll be like 10 trillion people in there. So that's it. So you got everything set right there. Click that. Now I'm going to put the images in here. Okay, so this generates some AI images, which I do not like. So I'm just going to add my images, which I have here. Oh, there they are. So you'll notice these images are just very basic. Okay, very vanilla. These are just taken on an iPhone. Very simple. I got a guy in a chamber with the mask on, and I got another guy standing on a red light therapy. That's the ad. Believe it or not, you don't need to pay for a photographer, videographer. Do everything on your phone. Take simple pictures. Simple is best for these type of ads. Okay. So I'm going to click added there. Okay. So now we have our copy that we added earlier. Learn more. You know, have all these options. You want to make sure you hit learn more. That's the best one. Budget wise, it defaults to $10. The reason it defaults to $10 in our system is because this is like when you're in a testing stage. You don't want to do $25 right out the gate. We're not in testing anymore. We have data on this campaign and a bunch of other campaigns. So we just go straight to $25 a day, $750, $800 a month. That's, you know, nothing, because if you have good protocols, if you have good systems in place, that's going to dwarf any amount of money you spend on ads. I always tell people, and you might have heard me say this to you if I've talked to you before, is good marketing costs $0 because you get all that return back. Bad marketing could put you out of business. So the way we look at marketing, if you spend $1, you should get minimum $3 to $5 back. The offices that we're working with, they're getting that at a minimum. Some of them are getting 10, 15, and even $20 back if they give us $1. So, you know, make sure you have good process and protocols. I keep saying that because you could run these ads and you don't have good systems, you don't have good protocols. Your system, your software is not set up with all the back-end automation and stuff. Ours is. So very, very important to make sure you have everything in place, because the copy, the headline, you know, you requested this, I'm giving it to you free of charge. I'm not charging you anything for it, but this is not the holy grail. This is the tip of the iceberg. Okay, everything else that comes into play is very, very important to have. So we've seen offices not do well with this because they haven't had systems in place. So we are now working one-on-one with offices. We even have one-on-one coaching, one-on-one sales training for offices that work with us. And it's a game changer for them because they're starting to get systems in place, not just for Hyperbaric, but for all the other things that they do. So now let's create the ad. This is going to be a live ad, everybody. Okay, so let's create. Hit create. Are you sure you want to create this ad? Why not? So I'm literally creating this ad in Facebook and Instagram with that click of a button without having to go to the ads manager. Okay, so that's how simple it was. It takes all the guesswork out of stuff. It's very simple. Once you get this going, you could save this and you could add other things to it. So there it is. So I have two of these ads running, the same one. So that is now built in my Facebook Ads Manager. And if I go there, it's going to, so from here, it pushed it out into here. So here it is right here. Right? That's the ad that I just created. Now, it's in the process, right? So here's the ad. So there it is. I have this picture and then this picture here. So very, very simple. Anyway, I'm going to leave a link below this if you want to book a demo with me to see if this is a good fit for your office. If not, just take my copy, take the headlines, make sure you have your processes in place, and I will see you in the next video.